Starfleet intelligence has learned that Martok, the former Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is alive. Quite a revelation. Until now, everyone thought he was killed in a duel with the current Chancellor on Kronos. Martok is being held in a Sona facility in the Briar Patch. Officially, it's a research facility built to study metaphasic radiation. In reality, it's a high-security prison used to hold political prisoners. General Rodek is leading a covert rescue operation in the Briar Patch. Meet with him there and help him bring Martok home.
Gavan, your assistance on this mission is appreciated. Martok is being held here. The Sona facility is a farce, and their true masters are the cowardly Vek of House Torg. They hold their enemies here and deny them a warrior's death. I intend to show them the price of their dishonor. Begin by jamming the Sona comm signals. Should we encounter any Sona patrols, eliminate them quickly before they can summon reinforcements. The pockets of Metreon gas may be of tactical use to us. A well-placed volley could ignite them. Timed right, they can become our weapons. No sign of incoming ships. We still have the element of surprise.
hasn't reported in. Investigate it once.
We can probably ignore them. By the time they report, we'll be on the planet. We have been spotted by the should advance quickly. The time for stealth has come. We will infiltrate the Sona facility in disguise. I will be wearing the uniform of House Tori, and your away team will be my prisoners. Yes, that is why it will succeed. Beam to my ship, and we will take a shuttle to the prison. The maximum security area lies ahead. Follow my lead, and we will infiltrate the cell block where they are holding Martok. Remember, you are prisoners. Stay within the red lines, obey all commands, and do not engage the guards until I give you the signal. See all those turrets? If you step out of line, they are prepared to remind you of your place.
Five more lifers! What did you idiots do to earn such dishonor?
Not my concern. My concern is to bring them here now.
Fair enough. I have plenty of time to find out. Go straight ahead to processing. What a miserable bunch of Bartok! Get these convicts out of my sight!
Watch for patrols. We may need to fight them on the way out.
Prisoners to the back wall for processing!
Inmate, return to the designated area, or else.
I don't see anything about 5 new prisoners.
Not my concern. Shall I tell Torg that you are not ready to receive them?
That won't be necessary. We'll process them. Sign here. We've come for the Butcher. Bring me Bartok. Patience. We're out processing him now. You, take these convicts to their cells and be quick about it.
Quick. Right.
Move along, convicts. Don't make me ask you again. Move along, convicts. Don't make me ask you again.
Torg is allied with the Zinkethi. There is no end to his dishonor. Martok defeated many Zinkethi in close combat. It is why they call him the Butcher.
Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new. What of it?
Well, put those convicts in their place, and we can get some blood wine after our shifts. Give me a reason to break you, Ptah. We have lots of time to play.
Martok, we've come for you.
Have you now? Wait. I know your face. One of Mohg's sons fights under Torg's banner? Disappointing.
Mohg? I am Rodek, son of Nagra, an ally of your house, old man. This is no time for talk. Arm yourself before the guards.
What is this? Explain yourselves!
Isn't it obvious? I'm leaving, you piece of Kwarta.
I think the Zinkethi disagree with you, Martok.
Miserable Takek.
There is no escape. You will answer for your crimes.
Fight now! For the Empire!
Good. If I am to die, I will die in battle. Something on your mind? I fought Jempak, felt his blade strike home, and died the death of a warrior. Until Torg had his doctors bring me back. He denied me honorable death, denied me the halls of Stovokor, and locked me away like so much Baktag. He has much to answer for. Time is critical here. What would you ask of me? The metaphasic radiation. It's why Torg keeps us here. He can beat us to the edge of death, then let the radiation slowly restore us to health. He is as cruel as he is dishonorable. Time is critical here. What would you ask of me? Torg boasts about it often. He wants to replace Jempak as Chancellor, and he allied with the Zenkethi to do it. For some reason, he thinks they can beat us this time. Idiot! In return, Torg pledged to keep the Empire out of Zenkethi affairs, and to turn me over to them. They still hate me for my victory at Senketh III. Time is critical here. What would you ask me? There is another here who deserves that honor. A friend, and a warrior born. His cell is not far. We will liberate him. There's nothing unwise about adding a strong arm to your ranks. The console to the left controls the door. The one to the right controls the turrets. Override it, and friend becomes foe. Ha! There he is. Across the way.
Marta, this warrior you speak of is a Jem'Hadar.
What of it? The war is over, and he has earned my respect. Come out. We have work to do.
I stand ready to fight. Who's this?
This is Rodek, son of Nagra.
Well met. I am First Kavakara, and I am...
I know the rest, Jem'Hadar. Martok speaks for you. That is enough for me. Time to go.
Jailbreak in progress. Security protocol red.
They have locked down the facility. Their doors will not stop the charges I brought along, however. We can blast our way back to the elevator.
Those charges can be of use in other ways. Torg has been running the pathetic remains of his house from this place. Blowing up critical targets within it will hinder him greatly. Torg's office lies beyond this door. If we're lucky, he'll be in it. Until I run him through, that is. If he's not there, destroy his private computer. He stores all of his critical data on it. Losing it will weaken him considerably. We forge on until we reach the main security office. From there, we can override the rest of the turrets and take out the alarm system. Use the console by the door to override them. Take care of the rest at main security. Remember, Torg's lackeys and his new Zenkethi friends will try to stop us. Be sure to stop them first.
Yes. To stand. To fight. To be Klingon. What are those alarms? Why aren't you reporting me?
Torg's office, but no Torg. Pity. I was hoping to spill his blood all over this pretty new battler you've given me. For now, we settle for property damage. Set your charges. The most recent file is a bill of sale for some sort of large torpedo. Interesting. Torg bought it from the Zenkethi. Doesn't say what kind of torpedo it is. Must be new and powerful, considering the amount he paid for it. This will hurt Torg. At least until I kill it. Main security is ours. Override the turrets, and set your charges. We have business elsewhere.
Jailbreak in progress. Lethal force is authorized.
Hear those explosions? This way!
That should take them a while to repair. Security is down.
Witness the strength of a true Jem'Hadar! The Butcher still lives? Unacceptable! Bring me his head, now!
Making damage detected.
All enemies of the Empire will fall! You! I should have known not to trust you!
Better to use it on my enemies. Taken through here to an exercise area. As we passed, I saw a Sona engineer working on these panels. They control power to the cell doors, all of them. Blow up the panels, and all the prisoners go free. I expect they will be eager to settle accounts with their guards.
moving. Almost there. It's time to evacuate. When we reach the roof, our ships can pick us up.
The elevator's offline. How will we escape?
We will use a grappling device to reach the rooftop. Once we're out, we will deactivate the solar shield generator to clear a path for our ship.
This is highly unorthodox.
Yes, an audacious plan, worthy of a true Klingon warrior. You honor your house and mine. When we are free of this place, we have much to discuss. I see the warriors of House Torg and Zenketh have come to test us. Fill the halls of Grapor with their souls!
I told Lady Sorella that I would bring you home, my guy. I intend to honor them.
Pack of filthy Karoots to fight. Good. I can use the exercise.
Now I know why Jem'Hadar wished to be Klingons when they crossed the anomaly.
Send them all to Grapor!
Fight well, Alliance.
Enemy forces are larger.
The battlefield is ours. Now we must destroy the Sona shield generator to clear the way for our ships. Rodek, the core. The shield is down. Prepare to extract...
Martok! You call yourself a warrior? A leader? I call you a coward and a butcher! I will avenge your victims!
I think not, Zenkethi. Not while I live.
Jem'Hadar weakling! Go now and join your changed guards!
No!
Many have tried to kill me, and failed, Zenkethi. Come, and add your name to the list.
Breaking damage detected. Personal shield using cover.
Klingon filth! We're not finished here!
Yes, we are.
I will take Martok with me to the core. Perhaps after the battle he can explain some of the strange things he said in his cell. For now, the enemy waits for us in the stars. Are you ready to meet them in battle? The enemy is near. We are outnumbered, but my crew got a signal to our allies. Reinforcements should arrive soon.
There is no escape for you, Patak. But you are not going to die today. Oh, no. You will be taken alive. Martok will be delivered to the Sinkethi, and the rest of you will spend your days in a place that makes Rurapente look pleasant. Perhaps when I am Chancellor, I will have them sing songs about you, Martok, so that Klingon children will know what failure is.
The blood of my is on your blade, Torg.
It will be avenged. If your blood is as thin as Rickett's, it will barely stain my blade.
All words for a cowardly brave. Say them my blade. You have a spine. Torg! I claim the rights of vengeance. Face me in battle, or I'll kill you where you stand.
Engage weapons and engines.
I'll take pleasure delivering your corpse to the Sinkethi. What's left of it, anyway?
I claim command of this vessel. Any objections? No? Then make ready for battle.
Hostile vessels, you have invaded Sona space and attacked without provocation. These are acts of war. I implore you to surrender while you're still able. We may show you mercy where our allies will not. We are still close friends. Could be wise.
What do you know? Other than the state of them on your list.
Target shield.
are here.
General Rodek, I do hope you have my husband with you, preferably intact.
I am Worf, son of Moog, Gintok to the House of Martok. The House of Torg must not be allowed to survive this day.
Try not to die. Have much to discuss.
Let us darken the stars in the blood of our enemies. Not yet, Butcher, but you will, and soon.
chance to regain the honor I lost in that cell. I will not forget it. For now, I shall return to Kronos with my wife, the warriors of my house, and the Sons of Moog. It is time for their house to be restored, if they wish it.
It has been a day of victory, and yet I am troubled. These things that Martok says, that I am a son of a different father, brother to a warrior I barely know, that I lived the life of another man. There is much I have to learn. Now is not the time. I must return Martok to Quartos before the enemy regroups. Until then, fight well. It has been a day of victory.
Klingon political intrigues are never boring, that's for sure. It's my understanding that Martok isn't going to pursue the Chancellery, which should make a number of people in the Empire sleep a little easier. A Klingon civil war is something best avoided. Trust me. Martok has considerable experience dealing with the Zenkethi, and has offered his services to the Alliance in that regard. There's a good chance you haven't seen the last of the General. We recently received a distress signal from the USS Forrestal, a ship we thought was lost in the Nexus back in 2332. We sent the USS Madison out to investigate, but they haven't checked in for some time. Considering the Nexus is involved, they could be in trouble. The Madison's last known position was in the Rotanev system. Meet with the USS Challenger there to investigate the situation. Her captain has some experience with the Nexus. Head to DS9 as soon as you're able.
Good to see you again. Looks like the two missing ships are here, although they're both in a disabled state. Neither of them have responded to our hails. That's entirely possible. Even minimal exposure to the Nexus can be pretty disruptive to ship systems. I think we should take a closer look. Things could be worse than our initial scans have indicated.
Apologies. This ship's taken some damage here. Short-range comms are barely working, and we're experiencing widespread systems failure on all decks. Our Nexus defense screen's overloaded, and we were exposed to a full blast. We're lucky to be here. We could use your help.
Something's not right here. I worked on the Nexus Defense Screens project, and a catastrophic failure like that seems unlikely. In an overload situation like she described, the ship wouldn't be disabled. It'd be destroyed. Whatever they fired just disrupted most of our system. Who sent ducks over here? Trying to figure out what they hit us with over here. Whatever it was, it knocked most of our systems out. We're running on emergency power. I think we'd better get over there and find out what's going on while we still have a functioning ship between us. Meet me at these coordinates on Deck 10. Looks like someone activated the security system on this deck. Fortunately, I know a thing or two about that system. The console here is offline, but there should be a functional one nearby in a holodeck. From there, we can access the system and shut the fields down. This holodeck's damaged. Let's try the next one. All right, let's get to work. With luck, we should be able to bypass the system and drop those... Wait. Someone's loading up a holodeck program in here, and I've got a feeling it's not for R&R.
Activating Program Barclay 42 Epsilon. Safety protocols are disengaged.
Please, help us! The Borg are everywhere!
Shield losing power.
The program's locked. We'll have to survive the battle to leave. Last wave. Unless they change the program.
Oh, thank you. If there's anything I can do to repay you, anything at all.
That's definitely a Reg Barkley program. Let's get back to business. We'd better bypass security before they send more sparring partners to deal with. Okay, that did it. Security systems are down on this deck, and they won't be putting us into another holodeck scenario anytime soon.
This is Commander Tafai. Please I repeat, if you can hear this, come to 10 forward at once. There's... Our defenses just dropped. We require your... They are closing on us. Hurry. It won't be long before they attack.
Someone's jamming that signal. We'd better get to 10 forward.
Thank you for coming. The Madison has been taken over by hostile forces, and we are in dire need of assistance. We responded to a distress call from USS Forrestal, long thought lost to the Nexus. As we closed to assist, the Madison was struck by a potent beam of psionic energy. It disabled the ship and left us vulnerable to attack. Mind-controlled members of the Forrestal's crew then beamed over and took control of this vessel. We few are all that remain free. An alien of tremendous psionic ability, formerly trapped within the Nexus. We believe it lured the Forrestal there in an escape attempt, which failed. Somehow, it was able to break free when the Nexus recently returned. Though powerful, there are limits to the alien's ability. The combat with your ship has weakened it considerably. Now is the time to strike. The controlled crew are bound to attack again soon.
Picking up transporter signals, multiple contacts. We've got incoming.
Enemy contacts inbound.
Looks like we bought ourselves a little time. We should discuss our next move soon. You might talk with some of the survivors here for more information as well. Your call.
am I glad to see you. Things were looking more than a little ugly until you got here. I'd pour you a drink, but all of the replicators went offline an hour ago. As good as can be, under the circumstances. Still amazed we haven't been, dominated by that alien. The commander thinks it's because we all come from a species with psionic abilities. As good a reason as any, I suppose.
Ensign Seitel, security. Your arrival is most fortuitous. Our numbers have dwindled considerably since the enemy's initial assault. Until your arrival, I calculated our odds of survival at 4,286 to 1. Difficult to fully assess at this juncture. However, I am willing to state that our odds have improved considerably. If all of you were psionics, our odds would be even better. The alien is quite ineffective against those with mental abilities.
Ensign Rana, engineering. Sorry for staring, Captain LaForge. Your work on transwarp theory was required reading at the Academy. I never thought I'd actually meet you. Wish it were under different circumstances. Right. Well, they hit main engineering first. If you're going down there, be on your guard. Several of us tried to take it back a couple of days ago. They beamed in and took us by surprise. I was the only one to make it back here.
I have a feeling these attacks will intensify as the alien gains strength. If we're going to do something to save this ship, we'll need to do it fast. Let's get down to main engineering. I think we can get a better grip on the security system there and use it to incapacitate both the hostile crew and the alien.
Take these psionic inhibitors with you. We hope to use them on some of our dominated crewmates prior to your arrival. But I suspect they will serve you better at this time. They should protect you if the alien attempts to take control of your minds.
Watch it! They're beaming in reinforcements. Heads up! More hostiles incoming!
Flanking damage detected.
got a couple of problems here. Main power's offline, and there's a lot of Nexus radiation getting past the screens. I'll handle the power situation while you deal with the radiation. Once that's done, we can bring the security systems back online. Nice work. Radiation levels are back in the safe zone, and I've managed to prime the warp core. Give me a hand with it, and we can restore main power. That did it. Main power's back online, and warp core is stable. I've activated most of the security systems, but it looks like the bridge is still under enemy control. It's a good bet that's where the alien is.
This ship and all upon it belong to Cosmos.
Starfleet disagrees with you on that.
Your words mean nothing. Kill them. Kill them now.
We are here to assist you.
I'm reading the alien on sensors. It's back on the forestall. This isn't over yet. The Challenger might be able to fight, but most of this ship's crew is unconscious. Beam back to your ship and deal with the forestall. I'll do what I can here to get the shields up and keep the Madison in one piece.
Shall the battle continue? Shall you strike me anew again and again until nothing remains? Once I was imprisoned within the Nexus, cast away for defying those who called themselves my rulers. And now a new jailer comes, demanding submission. No, I need this ship and everyone on it. They give me what I need to return home and avenge my imprisonment. I will not give them up.
The Challenger stands ready to assist you.
It seems I am at your mercy. Will you strike the killing blow now, as is your right? If that is to be my fate, I yield. The ship and crew are yours. It is an unexpected mercy, one I would not extend to a vanquished foe on the battlefield. Much has changed since my banishment to the Nexus.
Nicely done. I was able to get a call into Starfleet, and we should have backup here soon. In the meantime, I'll keep working with the crews of the disabled ships. We'll have them up and running again in no time. You saved a lot of lives here today. You showed mercy to someone who wasn't inclined to return the favor. That goes a long way in my book. You're welcome. The Nexus is definitely worth studying, but only under safe conditions. The crews of the Forrestal and the Madison found that out the hard way, I'm afraid. Just like we did on the Enterprise all those years ago.
Interesting report. This alien was trapped for eons in the Nexus and wanted to leave? As I understand it, the Nexus is a paradise. Apparently there's at least one life form out there who disagrees. Fortunately, you saved a lot of lives, and 3 Starfleet vessels. Captain LaForge tells me they'll spend some time in space dock, but they'll be ready for duty again soon. And we can use all the ships we can get on the frontier these days. Well done. The Kentari and Lukari governments have begun work on a joint colonial site in the Dranur system. Starfleet has been assisting both groups on the project, as have other Alliance members. I'd like you to join the effort and help them get things moving forward. There's been Zenkethi activity in neighboring sectors, and both the Lukari and Kentari have clashed with them in the past. Dranur itself has little tactical value, but the Zenkethi are known to carry a grudge. Keep that colony safe.
Welcome to the Dranur system. Construction of the colony is underway and on schedule. We're lucky. We would have missed this system if the crew of our survey ship hadn't taken a closer look at the anomaly here. The anomaly orbits both the planet and its moon, and appears to be stable. It's also very disruptive to long-range sensors. The USS Challenger's team has been very helpful. They've installed several planetary defense systems and provided a number of modular building units for use at the colony site. Captain LaForge is standing by on the Challenger. Let's not keep him waiting.
Good to see you. I hope the Dranur anomaly didn't give you too much trouble getting here. We've been working with the Kentari and the Lukari to study it. We know it's some sort of subspace disruption, similar to what Starfleet has seen in the Delta Triangle. Not only does it cause sensors to behave erratically, but it seems to create a limited sort of cloaking field, both for the planet and the moon. Captain Kumarke and I have been collecting data on the anomaly, but we could use some more. Mind lending us a hand before we head down to the colony?
Let's begin with a system scan. I've seen some strange data at that level.
Same here. It'll be good to get some more eyes on this.
Curious. It isn't just our sensors, Captain LaForge.
Agreed. Let's calibrate sensors inside the anomaly. It might cut down on the interference.
Very well. I've indicated an ideal area. Let's try again there. We're making progress, but I can't completely filter the sensor noise.
Let's study those asteroids. There could be clues in how the anomaly affects them.
How peculiar. This material isn't orbiting, it's just drifting.
S-type asteroids, mostly iron and silicates. Nothing out of the ordinary.
One of our emitters is giving some strange readings. Let's take a closer look.
Looks like the emitter relays are offline. We'll need to realign them.
Well done. I'd like to run a spectral analysis at the indicated area.
Let's send a probe to the moon and collect some data on long-term anomaly exposure.
Agreed. But we'll need to get closer to the moon first.
Okay, we have some good data to work with here.
Our science teams have extensive facilities on Dranur. They can help.
Sounds good. I'll see you planet side. I'm eager to show you the progress we've made here. We've done a lot in a short period of time, and I think you'll be impressed. Ready to beam down and see what we've been working on?
Welcome to the colony. Kumarke was just telling me a bit about some recent energy tech improvements. Let's take a look around. As an engineer, I'm impressed by the technology that our partners brought to this project. Working with it has been a rewarding experience for all of us.
Welcome. I'm Kachima, one of the industrial designers. Our colony may be fairly new, but we've already accomplished a great deal. I hope you find our work here interesting. We're trying to build an industrial infrastructure while respecting Lukari design recommendations. It's, let's say, challenging. For instance, they've included considerable xenoscaping. They're committed to incorporating native plant life into the design spaces. It takes considerable effort, but it does mean that our structures are less susceptible to invasive problems with local plant life.
Dranur's quite the hidden paradise, don't you think?
We only needed a minimum level of terraforming here.
The fusion of Lukari and Kintari technology has been very effective.
Our integrated tech output continues to impress. This display will confirm that. As you can see, our energy grid uses an array of natural power sources.
This is the first of many hydropower sites on Draenor. Beautiful, isn't it?
Quite a sight, isn't it? I'm surveying the output as part of setting up hydropower here. I'd eyeball this at a base of 3 kilowatts, which doesn't seem like much until you consider that there are falls like this all over the coast. They seem to be active year-round. Now the challenge will be to capture that energy without disrupting the ecosystem. My lungs were damaged by toxic gases on New Kentar. It's made me more conscious of the need to regulate the pollution that we generate, and more appreciative of what we have here.
Come upstairs. There's an excellent view of the colony grounds. The beauty of this world will survive only if we work to preserve and protect it. Let's head up to the science lab. They're working on some exciting projects.
As you can see, we've made considerable progress here.
Indeed. I'm quite proud of our achievements.
There's more to be done, but the foundation we've laid is solid.
Fair warning, our researchers can be a bit eccentric.
We should be able to get results from one of the lab consoles here.
Ah, we've been expecting you. You've sent a good deal of interesting data to us. We've already been analyzing it. I'll let my companion Eshel explain the findings in more detail.
Thank you, my dear. The first thing I realized is that the inert particles should be orbiting to obey gravity, rather than holding position. I've been focusing my attention there, while Ursha has been reviewing the logs from the disabled satellite. Here, check the probe data from the moon. If some outside force was acting on the particles, it should also be affecting the moon.
Odd that the moon is still orbiting normally, but the dust particles are not. This data says that the moon is 55% germanium crystal. That's unusual.
Funny. My ocular implants are picking up a noticeable amount of germanium here. There wasn't any outside. Where did that come from? Ah, we do have a few of the crystals here. Oh, strictly for study, of course. Don't worry. The anomaly prevents outside scans from detecting them. Oh, they're very safe down here. Here, I'll show you.
You brought those here, despite the danger they present?
This was the best way to study them. We needed the lab's facilities.
Oh, besides, we were just gonna take them back to the moon when we finished.
Just a moment. I'm getting a message.
Captain Kamarke, Zenkethi's ships have just entered the system. They're firing an unknown projectile at the moon. It's some kind of protomatter torpedo.
A protomatter torpedo? That's not good.
Their ships are turning toward the planet. If they have a torpedo, they may be able to hit us from orbit.
The Zenkethi are ruthless. We need to ready our defenses. Why now? Why are they so interested in these crystals?
The crystals! They're hatching? Are turning toward the planet. They're heading for us.
We need to get the colony's defenses online right now. I think I can tap into their comms from here. Hold on.
cargo is blocking the way. Head down to the beach and around.
Personal shield losing power.
We're still tapped into Zenkethi comms.
Increase your efforts and eliminate the defenses at once. Captain Paul, beam down for ground assault. Burn the Dransuli. It shall be done, Admiral. Turn off your defenses or be destroyed.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Are you here to bomb us or to eradicate this swarm?
There are only a few Dransuli here. Let's clear this place and be done.
50 credits has burned sheds and scales again. You're on. Don't let me down. Keep your scales on. These little softies are pretty tenacious. Which? The bugs or the colonists? Oh, The Dransuli infestation has been dealt with. Your assistance is appreciated. A suggestion?
This colony has been using open communication channels. That is unwise. You never know who may be listening in out there after all. Let me check my scanner. The infestation seems to be eliminated. Usually it's best to be absolutely sure, but there doesn't appear to be a need to waste a protomatter weapon. Don't make this mistake again. Take immediate action if you suspect the presence of Dransuli.
We're still tapped into Zenkethi comms.
Admiral, this planet poses no threat. I witnessed the being heard.
Reading more ships on sensors. Watch your flank.
These others aided us against the Dransuli. They can help us.
Power spike on the ship. That might be their new weapon.
I am Captain Red Paul. My commanding officer is incapacitated, and I have assumed control of Zenkethi forces in this sector. Let us cease hostilities and speak reasonably.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
As you and I both know, planet Dranur has been completely scourged of what we call Dransuli. There is no reason for further conflict between us. We will leave this system peacefully, if you are agreeable. A warning, the Autarch's resolve is unwavering. He will not rest until the Dransuli are no more, and he will not spare anyone in his way. Choose your side carefully.
Zenkethi must be terrified of these Dransuli. They're willing to commit genocide to eliminate them, and Zenkethi don't scare easily. Fortunately, some of the Zenkethi are willing to see reason. Things could have been a lot worse if Captain Parr hadn't intervened on our behalf. For now, we need to let the Alliance know what we've learned here. Safe travels.
This new information on the crystals the Zenkethi have been attempting to eradicate is disturbing to say the least. Starfleet will be monitoring the worlds we know of that contain these eggs. We'll be doing all we can to study them, and, if necessary, protect them. Despite the incident at Draenor, we don't know if this species is truly hostile. Finally, I've spoken with officials in both the Lukari and Kentari governments. They're going to proceed at Draenor despite the incident. We will continue to assist them in this endeavor and protect them from any Zenkethi reprisals. This new information on the